back again.
We bike.
We back, baby.
Chico, tell them about our squad depth, bro. Tell them about our squad depth. Look at this rotation. Rotation.
This is pep rotation.
We subbed off.
Serious pep rotation. Serious. We're moving like Man City.
Just saying Jordan around from 2 Arsenal fans.
Listen, they came on. They were like, "Oh yeah, you can't roast us."
Yeah, but he ran away. That guy ran away, man. We're gonna rush him today. Rush him today. So
Chan was like, "There's nothing to roast about this week." I was like, "We'll find something. We'll find some."
So this week we got Chan joining. Do you want to introduce yourself?
So me, it's Chan, or you can call me Anwar, Arsenal fan. So all these guys are gonna be hating on me, but we move.
You're goddamn right.
And then we got Sean joining as well, proud Everton fan.
What's going on? How's everyone going, guys? It's Sean here. I'm an Everton fan. I'm from Balbriggan, and I love Everton, and I love football.
Say you're on radio, man. Say you're on radio.
I know.
Just add that in as well.
So formal, like.
You've got to drop that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, brother, I'm actually in the radio studio right now, and I thought someone was about to walk in, so I dived.
Listen, Sean, scrap the background, man. Show them.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
Show them.
I don't even know how to edit scrap background.
Nah, I'm kidding.
That looks like a Chelsea stadium, bro. Looks like a Chelsea stadium.
Nah, man. That's heritage.
I disconnected my audio. Don't worry, I'm not going to try anything technical. I'll just leave that to you, Shigo.
Yeah, sweet. Shigo, do you want to ring us in?
Yeah, right. So we're going to start off with the big news of the week. Aguero will be leaving Man City. Dave, what do you think about that?
All right, let me start off with, okay, Chan said before the podcast, he doesn't know, he thinks I can't find a way to integrate roasting Arsenal. He thinks. So I see Aguero, I see them.
I can put it back to you though.
I can see it's so I'm on the
everyone in the Premier League.
I'm on the TL, right? I'm on the TL. It gets announced that Aguero was leaving 2 days ago. Everybody puts themselves into contention. The Barca fans, the Boca fans, whatever, Real Madrid. Tell me why these Arsenal guys. Why are these Arsenal guys adding themselves in? Why? Someone made a Photoshop. They're like, oh yeah, who could say no to this? And someone said Aguero.
Imagine he joined.
Why do you think you're in for players? Like, what's this delusion? What?
For Bans. For
Bans. Your team is ninth.
Man.
You're ninth. You're ninth. I don't care if there's 2 years. I'll take 2 years. Like.
We're ninth. Have you beaten us though this season? No.
I'll take 2 years, man.
Let's get
no, I love it. Whenever there's a player from London, they all just assume he's an Arsenal fan. There's so many people from London, and they're all just like, I grew up an Arsenal fan.
They want that, man. They want that.
Stop, man. Stop,
he's apparently going to Arsenal.
Yeah, man.
We want everyone.
He's an Arsenal fan still.
They don't have the money for him. No,
he is, isn't he? He is an Arsenal fan.
Man, anyway.
He's not even an Arsenal fan.
Listen.
Yeah, back to Aguero, fam.
Yeah,
back to Aguero.
How are these Arsenal guys pressed? Okay, I'll fall back.
Back to Aguero.
Aguero, man, he's another one that when I heard his retirement and I heard he was out of here, I felt relief because like Aguero is just like the 93-minute goal. I want to ask everyone, like, where were they when Aguero scored that goal? First and foremost, where were you? Because everybody was somewhere for that goal. Like I was watching it. I was flicking between the QPR game and the Sunderland game. And to be honest, I wasn't even that interested in our game. Like I was not interested in our game at all. If you remember that game, that was a dead game.
We turned it off.
And then I remember, Zabaleta scored for City. I was like, oh, sure, like here we go.
And he never scored. He hadn't scored that entire season.
He doesn't score. Zabaleta doesn't score. He's just a shithouse, but he doesn't score. And then
Jamie Mackey.
Oh, I thought Jamie Mackey, like what? That's a Gaelic player.
It flapped down the bottom.
He used to show up, yeah. And then
we seen that flash down the bottom of the screen.
Man City have made like an actual documentary all about the goal. I actually didn't realize this. Like they have a whole 4-part thing. Players,
oh man, I'm taking
the managers and everything. It's all up on YouTube. I watched it there, just yesterday because all these.
I might give it a watch.
I'm taking it.
They got Joey Barton on it. Like Joey Barton on the documentary. He's like, I decided to kick him down with his stomach. Like I decided to get. And I'm like, why did you agree to do this documentary?
Because Joey Barton is key to that match, Sean. Joey Barton.
I know. He's absolutely key. He loves that.
Joey Barton gets sent off and all hell breaks loose.
Which
And then
which game was it that didn't another team get relegated? So QPR basically
Yeah.
just down tools because they were
Yeah. like Jibril Cisse was
Oh, yeah,
fucking
that's
Nasri
right.
and shit.
Yeah, he was celebrating with them. Yes,
QPR,
he was just gassed.
They were outplaying them, and then they found out that they weren't going down, and then it just stopped.
Well, yeah.
What a moment, though.
Oh hell! And could we say that the Cisse finish was
It was
sicko?
very good.
Sick goal.
It was sicko. Like everything about that
Good goal.
game was just insane. And then
man.
I remember I'm sitting there with my dad. I'm like, Dzeko comes in. Dzeko, like 90 minutes.
Once that
They
went
might
in, you
come
knew it.
back. I was looking at my dad. I was like, they might come back.
And then
Aguero
Balotelli
does
with the
it.
assist, with the only assist
Only
he ever
assist,
had in the
bro.
season.
Only says in a C shirt as well.
Bro,
That's so
You can't
funny.
write that stuff, man. You actually can't write that stuff.
Can't write.
That's crazy.
it's the fact he was off balance and he just stuck a leg out and it goes out to Aguero. I'm like,
goes to Aguero.
this is.
Nah.
I knew straight away.
Or
I
like-
knew straight away when Aguero had that ball. I knew straight away it was going to be a goal, man.
Oh,
He scores
yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
goals like that, man.
But once Sacco got the equaliser, they were never not going to win it.
Yeah, they were,
It was
yeah.
like, that was coming.
Yeah.
Nah,
I thought it was
that
going to be a
position,
penalty
that
or
was
something
funny.
like, and I thought they'd fuck the penalty and then it'd go even longer, like, and they'd still be trying to get that winner, like, right at the end. I thought someone was going to call for a penalty there, but like they didn't in the end. They were
Yeah, really took it.
You wanted
funny,
as well.
like, yeah.
the image of Aguero fake shot and past them. He did it to us about 3 times as well.
Yeah, he does. He scores like that a lot, man. What a goal, what a goal, what a moment as well, man. I wasn't even a City fan, but I was celebrating hard.
I'd say anybody but United fan, that was probably one of the crazy.
I'd say United fans were probably celebrating as well, bro.
Listen. I
Big
sat
guy
there
for
with my
just crying
dad.
like.
Yeah, I didn't
I
say
need
a
those
word to my
United tears,
dad
man.
for
I
20
needed those
minutes.
tears. I needed them tears, man. I needed them tears.
It's the fact we bottled though. It's the fact, like I don't know how you remember.
It was the Everton game. It was the Everton game. It was the
No, we
Everton
went
game.
8 points clear.
Everton
It was the Everton game.
You lost
Was
the
it
title and got us
3-4 or
a baby.
Yeah,
It was the
That was
Everton
the
game.
Everton
like you guys
game. The
bottled.
Everton game. Yeah, that's right. Tell
I
me
remember
about
Arteta
Everton, guy.
scored a banger. I remember you
That's
played City. You completely outplayed City. I'm like, if Arsenal score now, I'll run out my backyard.
We
Arteta
won the
scores a
one- yeah,
banger.
we won the 1-0,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
We
run
went-
out.
we
We got
went
8
8-0.
points clear, and that's when we slipped up. And then Company.
Company, yeah.
Company.
Company,
Fighting
yeah.
against.
Yeah.
Yeah, Company scored, and then that was wide open. Then
That was the week
this-
before,
this-
wasn't it? Yeah. Company.
It's that Everton game, though. Speak about that Everton game, bro. What one with there? What
Come on,
happened
Shem,
there?
man.
Everton boys,
Yeah.
let them
Didn't
know.
speak up on a Everton game, man. That flag masterclass.
What was it? What was the
2000
man? Yellow.
That season.
2012. Yeah, Everton
bro.
correspondent.
That was just a
was
dirty Everton period in my life, like a big dark cloud over me. But everything was just blurs into one shit mediocre season. I remember distinctly around that point as well. It was who was it that we were trying to sign? Some lad who ended up going to West Ham, and I was like, if this is the caliber of player that we're going to get this season, like, and that was meant to be our big marquee summer sign. We missed out on that too to West Ham, and then the last bit of solace towards the end was just taking points off United within that sort of season. And
Why is he still
But,
his thing though?
yeah, that was just the kind of season that we used to have non-stop until Carlo came along. Every single season would end up like that. We'd maybe have a bit of a shout, take some points off the big boys, and that'd be it. Like, that'd be the best we get.
Yeah,
I remember
so fun.
Yelovich,
Yelovich, yeah.
crazy in that game.
He was
Follow the Elephant Road.
Nah,
He was banging
Follow
goals.
the Elephant Road.
Fellaini was being a dickhead.
Delaney
man.
as well.
Yeah, who was
Pienaar, I
it?
think, was there as well.
Was it Fellaini who got the back post header on Raphael? I think for the equaliser.
Yeah, that's right.
That was
See, the whole thing was when Everton played fluid, man, they really played fluid. Like they give you hell. And then I remember when Martinez came in, he had them. He was the original poet.
Yeah.
Whatever the terminology for poet is, man. He had them playing ball like for.
That was David Moyes' team.
Yeah,
We finished fifth. We finished fifth that season. I know, almost finished fourth. I think we finished fifth, and then we got Europa League. It just got bounced out. Then the next season, so fucking fast. Like every time we enter Europe, we just got dunked on right away. But it was nice. We called ourselves School of Science for like a little while, about 12 months, and then it just all went to shit again after that.
I remember you was behind us at Goodison that season. I think it was Moyes' last game, and the Grim Reaper.
That was Moyes' last game, and we were all singing, "You're getting sacked in the morning."
Unbelievable scenes, man.
That was beautiful.
Everything.
That was poetic. Everything about that season just was so weirdly poetic. Like even Mark Hughes losing as well. Like when he wasn't the man to get City over the line, and they Mancini winning that over Mark Hughes. Like
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah.
he's the QPR manager. Like
Yeah, like the celebrations are class. Like I obviously I hate them all. But even looking back, like Joe Hart sprinting around the pitch, like the City all the things. Remember the skyscraper?
Yeah.
Merson like fell off the chair or something. Like
Is that not up there for one of the sickest seasons ever though in recent
Yeah,
time?
definitely, 100%.
11. Well,
He's the one of the best seasons. There.
John, what happened at the start of that season? I'll try.
Which that was on my birthday as well, you know.
Hey, dude, that season.
Man, that was that season too.
What's funny?
Do you remember-
What's funny? I was playing a game that morning. I scored a hat trick for Shamrock Rovers, big ups, and then the game was on while I was going home, and people, I just kept hearing Welbeck is in. Why is Welbeck having a great game? Because I didn't watch the first 20 minutes. So why is Welbeck? Ashley Young was popping it. Rooney was popping it. Nani was popping it. 8-2. Worst day of my life, man.
Nah, Ashley Young was pinging from anywhere that day.
Oh,
so was
bro.
Rooney.
Nah, man, that game was so bad. That game was so bad, yeah. Moen was like, nah. I'm dipping in the market. This guy bought like 8 new players, man.
So was that Aguero's first season in that season?
Yeah.
The season they won.
Yeah.
So that was, and that's when all that shit with Tevez was going on, like when Tevez was kind of
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it was no
remember
problem
that.
for City that season because
Yeah, I
Aguero
was
had
like,
one of the best
that was
seasons.
Yeah, that was the first sign of City just being unfair. I was like, you have Carlos Tevez up front and you're not playing him, and you're going to play this young lad. Like, it's how can you have those kind of options, man? We have fucking Yelovich up front, Dimitar Billy Etinoff, maybe Leon Osman was playing at number 10 the other time,
Osman.
Ross Barkley was breaking through. We thought Ross Barkley was the next coming of Wayne Rooney. He did every young Scouts player. Like,
Is that same year as well? Balotelli did that.
why always?
No, I don't remember that.
It had
I don't remember
everything
that.
in it.
Yeah?
I had everything in it.
Tell me about that.
He's got hammered 6-1.
I was actually the same as you, John. I was at a match and I came home and it was 3-0. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I swear.
All I remember was Darren Fletcher's screamer, man. That's all I remember from that game.
That's the only goal. I remember Silva had a goal there.
Remember Silva's pass? It was like,
Yeah,
it was such a good pass.
Bro, that year was full of trashings, bro. I think City's trash Spurs as well. I think so. Mad score. It was
Like second game of the season or something, 5-1 at White Hart Lane.
Was that
man.
the year the Chamberlain Gibbs red card?
No, that's the season after.
The season after.
That was season after, yeah.
Mourinho was there.
That's when I knew they were legit.
That was
Aguero.
Torres missed as well. Yeah, actually, no, we need to get back onto Aguero, sorry.
Yeah, you get back to Aguero.
Yeah.
What a striker, man. What an absolutely fantastic striker, bro. Do you know what? Yeah, I feel he's underappreciated, you know?
I think
if he was English or something, they'd be speaking about him way more than they are now. Like,
Oh yeah, like
I think it's because he's been injured the past year.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, bro.
Bro,
How many times Harry Kane gets injured and they still speak about him as if he's won bare shit? He's never even won anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like the second coming of Christ there, the perfect number 9. Like there'll never be another striker like Harry Kane. Like
there won't be, and then he's Aguero. What a striker, Aguero, man! What an absolute great striker.
He was so complete in the fact that like
Up 2 from Grace Imports.
big game player.
He could get the ball from anywhere and dribble. He could dribble.
Yeah, trust me.
Like that's
it's not even that dribble where it's step overs. It's like just direct dribbling.
It's like low central gravity. I remember a goal he scored against.
That's all you need is a striker.
Yeah, he scored a goal against United. I was like, right, fuck this. It was like the season after. It was like 12-13.
Yeah, I know
the ball, and he just skinned Jones, and
he ran diagonally across our box away.
Guess how many goals
just smacked it
he
in.
has against other top 6? Like I think he has over 53 goals or like something like that against all top 6.
Is it the most? Is it the most?
I think him and Rooney.
16.
He was a problem, man.
He has 8 derby goals. I think 8 or 9. I think he is crazy.
Yeah.
The thing is as well. Do you know what? I don't even hate him. You know the way some players they score against you, you're like, you. You don't even. I can't even hate Aguero. You know what a player. What a player.
Yeah, you just love to watch him play as the style of play. Like it's hard to hate a guy like that.
It's hard to hate him.
When he gets kicked around as much as he got kicked around as well, like you just saw him against all these defenders in the Premier League and just making a fool of every one of them. Like,
it's what he did. It's what he did for City in the Champions League, man. Continental. He used to come City so much, like the Bayern Munich hat trick and stuff like that. Like he was so good.
Trust me.
So
man.
He did say, I'm not going to leave CE until I win a Champions League, man. That could actually might happen. That actually
That
might
might
happen.
happen. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous if that
I think
happens
he's going to be
there,
key in their run.
I'm a better
I
man.
don't
They
think
make
that-
a final.
Do you reckon they'll win it?
Good chance of winning
Better
it.
man.
Apparently, Lewandowski's out for the quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Ooh,
that.
against PSG.
PSG. Yeah, man.
They're playing tonight, right? At the time we're recording, England, aren't they? They're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
Apparently,
Yeah. Can I ask quick here? Can I ask why do England always seem to always get San Marino in their group, bro, or some monster?
And they get gassed. And these guys get gassed. So when they beat the man, he's not playing against plumbers, bankers, and teachers. Like, why is he getting gassed for it?
It's coming home.
It's coming out.
It's where they practice their shots, man, every tournament.
Literally.
Practice their shots, man. Do you know England, every tournament stop pad. They stop pad. They get flipping Gibraltar and they get San Marino.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So
Every year.
every single qualifier you see, England, top scoring team in their group. And then you look at the group and you're like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah, bro, what's
what am I
going
seeing
on?
Gibraltar,
Yeah,
San Marino, and these guys, man?
Trust, man.
Didn't Kane get his knighthood for getting a hat trick against Panama?
Oh, stop, man.
MBE, man.
Oh, yeah.
MB. Nah,
I'm
boy,
surprised Jordan Pickford didn't get it against that save against Colombia.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah,
talks
against
about.
Colombia.
I mean, that was in the Sunderland documentary and everything. They're like people on the streets, Jordan Pickford posters all over Sunderland. I'm like, it's against Colombia in a penalty shootout. Like Colombia aren't the biggest
Trust, man,
football
they're
in the
not-
country.
Trust, man. Hey, the big question, though, boys, yeah? Sorry. Ireland,
go ahead.
World one with Republic of Ireland, bro. World one with that football club, bro.
John, I'm not
If I
watching.
speak, they'll cancel me.
Tell me. You tell me.
Nah, you tell me because, bro, I didn't even watch it yet. I was just expecting, you know what? At least they'll probably win this one because they did score. I think when they played, what's that striker's name for Fulham's team? Serbia.
Oh, Mitrovic.
They scored two goals in it. It's the first time they scored a goal in a while.
Yeah, but John, the second goal.
I thought, the next game they'll get some momentum and beat. They lost 1-0.
The Luxembourg. Like, yeah, it's the
Nah.
worst I've ever seen
John.
the Irish team. Like,
They're 98th ranking in the world. Luxembourg, 98th ranking in the world, losing 1-0. Was it home or they played? Where did they play?
I think it was at home, wasn't it?
It was at home. It was at
What's
home.
wrong? What do you think Ireland should do, bro? What do you think Ireland
I don't
should do?
know.
my cousin?
I was listening back to Roy Keane on that thing that you had with Gary Neville for Off the Ball. Joe, they did that big interview last year, like 2 years ago or something. Like it was just after Roy Keane left the job, and he was saying then he was like, "You'll see like this Ireland squad in a few years. Once a few injuries come in, like they just do not have the quality. You're going to see some real bad problems coming down the line. It's going to take a long while for Ireland to come back. That's exactly what's happening
That's
now.
exactly what's happening, man.
Just FAI have not set up for the future. We just have this trash team coming through, like, and even our
They
best
need to put
players
some
are like,
flavor.
Nah,
it's
yeah, that's
unbelievable,
what I'm
like,
saying.
Place in there, you know.
They could turn us
some flavor on
into
the
next
team.
year,
At the
man.
end of the day, like I honestly don't think it's Stephen Kenny's problem. Like he just has a horrendous squad. Like honestly, the worst looking Irish team I've ever seen. Like the quality is just not there whatsoever. Our best players don't even start for Newcastle and like Everton and stuff like that.
Trust me.
But still, like it's just going to take a while. I reckon like we should stick. But we have no choice. Like 'cause the FAI have blown all their money. Delaney having big birthday parties, 50 grand, him and his granddad and all. Like we have no choice but to just pay
Yeah.
Stephen Kenny his wages. Like it's probably Stephen Kenny's probably taken the biggest pay cut ever to have that job too. Like just have no choice but to stick by him. But I think he's a good man. Like he's done good things with Dundalk. I think he'll maybe get a few results out of us. But the players are just so bad.
They're not good enough, man.
And he's trying to play expansive football from what I'm seeing.
Football, trust.
Yeah. And like when
play
you
attractive football.
You should
2
scrap
weeks
that.
with lads like who play like long ball football for their clubs trying to avoid relegation, and you're like trying to get them to play
trust
possession
me,
play
Yeah,
football.
play
would say,
liquid ball, yeah.
I don't think a style of
Like these-
football will work internationally. You need
These
to be
men are
drilling
not
that in.
tiki taka. Like
You need to be drilling that in for about a year.
Yeah,
straight, training it.
Chigo, the streets are saying it just needs a little bit of flavor, man. Ireland need a bit of flavor. It's 2021, no flavor.
Get them foreigners in there, man.
Imagine if we had Grealish, Rice, Bamford up front. Like those three players could have all
Oh, is
signed for
Bamford?
Ireland. Like
Did he have? I didn't know.
Bamford, yeah, Bamford could have played
yeah?
for Ireland. Played in the youth.
I
setup
heard Ross as
like.
well, no? Ross Barkley as well, no? A little bit.
Ross Barkley, here's a funny one, isn't grandmother's Nigerian. He could play for the Nigeria side if he wanted.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ross
man.
Barkley.
Swear.
There's no
Swear.
These 419ers, man.
Don't gas
These
you.
Yahoo boys.
He's a young boy.
We don't need him. We don't
Nah,
need
listen. I have a 10-month plan where I can turn us into France. The FAO just need to get in contact with me and we talk business. I'm telling you, man.
Literally, man.
That's
Literally.
all. Just get first of all, get Obafemi in the team. Can't do any worse than having Obafemi starting. Like, just get it. Like there's some ball.
He don't start. He don't start for Southampton though. Here. He
Nah,
don't even
man.
play.
The balls went in his face in that viral video. Was it Troy Parrott putting his balls all over his face?
Oh man,
swear.
He's never been the same ever since, man. He's never been the same.
Femi.
Yeah,
It was over. Yeah, it was over for me. Yeah, it was.
No.
It was.
Yeah, people masters, but it's not I think it's like a locker room thing. Like guys be moving hella sauce in the locker room.
Listen, if we get further into that, we'll have to pull the plug on the pod. Man.
John.
Yeah. I don't want to have that combo.
Yeah, I'm not trying to deviate today. We were on Aguero and then we're talking about balls. Moving
For
like
anyone
offset
not
and shit.
familiar with what we're speaking about, Google William Saliba.
No, don't.
Oh, no,
Hey,
no.
Google Greenwood.
Nah.
Google Greenwood.
He's a mover like.
Let's go back on track. Let's go back on track. Let's get back on track.
Man, we're on Aguero too. All over the
Sidetracking the big side.
Sergio.
He's getting a statue. Yeah, I've seen a few people ask him where's Yaya Toure statue.
Yeah, where is it?
Because he's black.
Nah, Aguero is a bigger player though. Aguero is a bigger player.
But like,
I'm gonna play devil's
but
advocate.
Yaya Toure was there before though.
Yaya was immense
Yaya
for
Toure
one
was there
season.
before Aguero.
Yeah, but it's not about.
Yeah, but Aguero was there longer, and he's a bigger player. He's got more goals. Do you think Aguero is actually City's best ever player?
Yeah.
So there you go. That's why he gets the
Him,
statue.
I'd say him, then Company, then
Company.
Silva, then Yaya.
I'll go De Bruyne before Silva.
Joe Barton.
I'm going De
Wait,
Bruyne before Silva, man.
Wait.
If De Bruyne wins the Champions League with them, I think De Bruyne.
Yeah, true.
Wait,
De Bruyne. If he
I'm
wins
asking,
it.
why is David Silva getting a statue ahead of Yaya Toure though?
He's been there longer, man.
Yeah.
And also the terms like that you left on, as opposed to club, like want people who've left on good terms, like proper fan. Like there was a bit of like sourness towards the end of that one and all, like the birthday cake and everything like that. Like they all had that big disagreement.
Over that.
Like I don't really remember.
There's not as much longevity to Yaya Toure at Man City. Like he had a good half season that like put Man City on the map. Like we're looking at the semi-finals against Man United in the FA Cup. Like that is something that can define Yaya Toure. The final against Sunderland, him,
The 20 plus goals,
the whole Aston Villa defense.
This guy had 20 plus goals.
Pulling up the Bruyne numbers, but that was one season. And then what people forget,
Exactly.
I think one is harsh. I think he had about 2.5.
but Chigo's like
No, but that one was the best one. Like the other ones were good, but that one was
I think
outstanding.
their first two title wins, he was probably their best.
He's best.
I think after the birthday cake thing, Pep phased them out.
Yeah,
I think even
Pep don't like him.
phased them out.
I think I don't really remember him after the last title he won. Like,
Does anybody remember him after 13-14?
No, that's
No.
So
that's why.
So there you have it.
So
Yeah.
there's your answer.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
I want to see a black man statue. Like I want to see Yaya Toure up there, man. Because
Company will get him, man. Company will get him, man.
He's the greatest ever captain. Like so obviously he's gonna.
Yeah.
Company, Silva.
And you think like even with the stuff Aguero did, most of Aguero's greatest moments all came before Pep's time and stuff like that. Like you have to think like Pep,
exactly.
Yeah.
And Pep just Pep seems to hate the big personalities. Like he hates whenever at big clubs, like when there's always a person like Joe Hart straight away when he came in, like he was the captain for a while whenever Company wasn't. And he was like, yeah, now you're gone and all this. Like, and if Aguero was like Toure, more like personality wise, you would have seen him leave a couple of years ago.
I swear, like at some stage, like when Pep came in, he was getting benched as well.
Yeah, he was. That's right.
Aguero was getting benched for a bit, like.
Because Pep likes systems.
Yeah.
Even you could even say no.
Yeah.
Could even say no. He's like even the start of the season. He doesn't need because there was games I saw Aguero on the bench and I was like, why is he not playing him? He's pulling them off now. Why is he?
Because Gabriel Jesus will grind. This fellow was out in the favelas painting curbs, man. This guy will grind.
I don't care, bro. He won't get me goals, though.
They don't even play either of them anymore. I find it.
Yeah, no.
Didn't even play.
Yeah, because
anything.
Jesus is just a Brazilian Nketiah. Someone told me a Brazilian Nketiah.
Yeah, man.
Guy just runs
Yeah,
around, man. Is he actually good?
Gets you a red
Is he actually,
card.
is he
Yeah.
actually good? Please
I don't.
tell me. Is this actually good?
I
I think he had
don't.
like 5
Yeah.
goals.
Nah.
So that in that Manchester derby, like what a stupid challenge.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
stupid,
man.
man. In like 2 minutes.
Yeah. In such
the
a
end of the
big
day, he's
game,
not
like
defending.
that's things that Sergio would never do. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the thing is with
Exactly.
Sergio, right? He'd be 5
Injury.
months off. He'd be 5 months off. He'd still get 20 goals.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
This guy still get 22 goals.
He'll
But
come
here's
in
another-
and face Bournemouth, drop 5 on Bournemouth's head, like head over
Yeah.
and just get his numbers
Oh,
back
yeah.
up. Like,
Here's one thing though. I don't think he has a top goal scorer.
Golden
Yoke,
Boot.
you know, Golden Boot. Yeah.
have a golden
That's-
boot. No, jeez.
That's
I don't think
purely
so.
based off injury, yeah. He doesn't have a PFA either, player of the year.
No.
That's
Heavily
probably why.
disrespected.
That's what I said. He's not respected as much, man.
Because they bring it into strikers, Chigo. Like where are we really ranking like Aguero?
It's
Or what's
tough,
your
like,
ranking?
He's
What's
number
the
one.
ranking of people's strikers? Like?
He's number one of the last decade. You can't like hands down.
Yeah, easily.
Oh man.
He's
above Kane.
Yeah.
You can't think like, you
What about all
can't
time though?
ignore.
What about all time though? I put him in like
100%.
top 5.
All time is so hard, man. It's so hard
I
to.
know we could be here the whole pod on it about both decades.
Yeah, we don't know all time. We know
Yeah,
our
like,
time.
I don't like
Yeah.
to compare the people.
Yeah, we know our time.
I don't like to compare the people I didn't know.
It's a shout though. It's a shout.
Yeah,
He's probably top 5. It's a shout.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be
definitely.
crazy to say he's top 5.
So from Premier League, just in the Premier League era alone, then, like, so say
Yeah.
even from mid '90s, like, as well, whenever you start watching football, whenever that we've all been watching football, who are like the 3 best strikers that you've seen, or where would Aguero be on the list of them strikers, like top 3?
True.
So like
Well, it would
since let's say since like
like,
2006, like
That's-
He'd probably make top 5. Top 5.
you've got Torres.
He'd be top 5.
Nah, he's better than Torres. He's better.
Yeah,
than
he
Torres.
is.
You're putting Torres ahead of Aguero? Oh,
No. I'm just
Yeah,
listing
yeah.
the
Yeah.
It's the goal record, man. It's Aguero's
Yeah,
goal
it's the
record.
goals.
Like
got
that, man.
absolutely up there.
The moments,
One
man, as
person.
well. Like moments mean so much. That's why like Drogba's goal record doesn't mean as much as his moments that Drogba's full
Yeah.
out. Like, that's why you remember him all.
Yeah, everybody seemed to say he had a greater career than Drogba, like
Do
domestic.
we have Mandela effect with Drogba?
Drogba won the Champions League, like.
Oh no,
everybody-
yeah, I think if you look at it overall, it's Drogba, but
Yeah.
domestically, it's
Yeah.
probably Aguero. But like Drogba's got the same 4 Premier Leagues, 2 Golden Boots. It's not.
Yeah.
True, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Champions League.
Yeah,
Champions League means so
overall,
much. Like at the end of the day, that is the be all and end all of European football. Like if you don't snag one of them, at the
Exactly.
end of the day, it won't go up. Like in those big arguments, it'll go against you. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
If I was to go overall, I'd say Drogba definitely.
yeah,
He has a Cup of Nations as well, doesn't he? Pretty sure.
AFCON,
Yeah, he does.
Mhm.
Are we saying
Yeah, like
Drogba?
the fact that Drogba brought like Ivory Coast to World Cups, like where there's just like Argentina had that stacked attack and just got nothing done. Like even when they did go to the
I'd
final
argue
that
though.
time,
I'd argue though, Cote d'Ivoire was stacked.
was it
They
stacked?
were
He had good
stacked.
players.
Stacked too in its own respect.
They were
stacked
stacked.
too.
Yeah, that's true. But you still have to go and do it.
Yeah,
Still
you
have to
still-
go and do it,
Argentina were stacked.
yeah, you still got to do it. But listen,
Yeah.
Drogba ended the war.
Yeah, exactly.
He ended the
actually
war.
did,
He
They're not
ended the
like
war.
that. No, like
you know?
Aguero has
Yeah,
like,
big up Drogba still.
Aguero has like the most
Big up
iconic
Drogba.
Premier League moment of
Big
all
up
time.
to-
Like he's
Yeah.
well deserved of a statue. You can't really.
All right. So he was going to drop in Suarez because like
I do not discuss him on anything.
From
He will
even
not
here,
feature in any
I'm gonna put
countdown.
me in because of incidents. We don't condone any racism
Yeah,
here. So
but-
you know, certain people in here, I'm gonna put them in.
Yeah, racismo.
Yeah.
Racismo.
but we're
Racismo, no.
yeah, man, we're football. But I know agenda, but yeah, we're football.
Did you see
Racismo.
that? Did you see that tweet? It was like you just had to be there, and it was Suarez on a Norwich crest. Like exactly, that says it all. All he did was
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fight,
that man.
racially
What?
abused, and score against Norwich. That's it.
yeah.
What lad, man. What player he was, though. I want like what player. I think he was. Remember that year he was out for like 7 games or something like that, and he still got top goal scorer. Still did mad goals. What player? What? I say an Everton fan. You wouldn't like me here saying this, but he was a good player, bro. I say you were scared watching him play. Huh?
Bro, I was just on air there. I had to mute myself, so I'm back in. What were you saying?
We're saying. We're
Talking about
sorry to see
Luis
everything
Suarez.
shook, man.
Suarez.
Yeah, he was a bastard, man. I remember he scored and did the big dive thing in front of all of the fans. And David Moyes after, man, I was so fuming. David Moyes was like, "Oh yeah, I thought it was good. Like I'd do that myself if I was him." I was like, "What are you saying, man? It's a Merseyside derby, and that guy's after dunking on us in front of everybody." And he was like, "Oh yeah, fair play. He did great, man. I jumped too. Shut up, man."
The thing is, yeah, that Merseyside derby was just another game to Liverpool for a few years.
Yeah, oh man, every time they've ever played them, like,
it's another game.
And that's what was so horrible, man. All through primary school, all through secondary school, into college, like I would care so much about that game, and my mates would not know. They wouldn't know the starting 11, like the so-called Liverpool fans. Like they would only start to know when they started winning the league and the Champions League over the last few years. Like all through school, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we just won at the weekend." Like you don't even know.
You don't even know.
4-0 win, 4-0 win, like day, man.
Yeah,
4-0
I remember we were planning. I
cried my ass off, man, after that Merseyside derby, and I got so drunk. I got sent to bed. My mom actually sent me to bed. It was my brother's 30th too.
Oh, is this the win?
Yeah, man. This is what was it? January? When was it? January? February? February. It was February. It was my brother's birthday. He just turned 30. Like we're all in lockdown, obviously, and I was on the train watching it, just so nervous the whole time, and I had this bottle full up with, because it's vodka and all, for my brother's party. Like, so I had a nagging in it, and just was like just necking through. Within about 20 minutes, I realized I drank the entire like nagging, and I was on the train. Like, Jesus, I got off. I was just watching on my phone, like stumbling through about Brigham, and then just the full time whistle went. I got into my gaff, and I was just like necking into the cans. About 10:30, my mom was just like, "You need to actually go to bed." Like my aunties were there and everything there, and all looking at me. I was like, "I'll see you all, everyone."
You could tell how the Everton players,
but it was great.
Huge win.
That's how much it meant to us. That was just another game for them, though, I guess.
Just another.
They were fuming.
They were fuming. They're still fucking fuming now.
I remember actually.
They didn't beat you guys this season, innit? Liverpool. Yeah. They didn't beat Everton this season. That's mad. There's
something like they haven't beaten us at. I forgot the stat already. I think it's 2015 or something, though. They haven't beat us in Goodison Park. I don't know. I forget it.
That Goodison game was hilarious.
I'll come equipped better with the stats next time. But yeah, no, it was funny.
That was a very good game.
Strikers. What's people's? What people think of?
All I'm gonna say is the best striker in the Premier League, Thierry Henry. No one can complain. There we go.
No questions asked, man.
Number 14. Yeah. No questions asked.
That's a rhetorical question. That's a rhetorical answer for you. No, like I don't want to hear Pim.
That's the only thing we're going to be saying positive in this thing, though, about Henry being the best striker.
I don't know. Put some respect on Rude, man. Rude, Van Persie.
He was good, but never on Henry's level.
Yeah, there's no disrespect on Vanessa. He was elite as well. He pushed Henry as well. But all I'm saying is, Henry was on a different level.
Man,
shit that this guy was doing, man. It's just, man. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually so surprised this guy never won a Ballon d'Or. That season that
Nedved won it.
You know when he would have won the Ballon d'Or if he didn't battle the final in 06.
Oh yeah, probably, yeah.
But bro,
if he didn't battle that Champions League, then he probably would have won it. But,
no, bro, not even the Champions League, the World Cup, because flipping Zidane did that headbutt as well, man. Wanker. That's the year as well, France.
Why'd you take it there?
He has one already. Oh, but actually, it would have been World Cup.
No, I'm on the World Cup for France. Maybe France would have won it. Henry would have got a shot. Because you'd be saying he won the World Cup.
John, get out of here, man.
I'm being serious.
Don't pin this on Zidane.
Bro, that game, against Brazil. Who scored that goal to win Brazil? Thierry Henry.
All right, yeah, but okay, talk to me about Barca and Arsenal then. What happened there?
Yeah, you should. Yeah. We got red card. We got red card.
He was a baller. Like, man, he had chances. He actually had chances.
He got big chances. He choked.
Yeah, he had big chances still. But what my thing is, why didn't the referee play on and let them score? Because we were going to score, but we wanted to send off Lehmann. Do you not remember it? He wanted to send the keeper off, man. Should have just let Ronaldinho score, man. 1-1 it would have been.
Use that shame.
Did that go extra time, or was it just late that they?
No, it was just they scored like the 78th minute, and then That pains me, man. I cried. That's the last.
No, honestly, yeah, if we didn't get, if Lemon didn't get sent off, we're winning that. I guarantee you, we're winning that.
We won it, bro. I think we're doing clean sheets. We weren't conceding goals that like most of the time.
Man.
Who did you play did you play Madrid in the semis? Or the
Yeah, we beat the 1-0 at Bernabeu and then 0-0 at the Highbury.
Was that on Omri?
Omri was unfit.
This guy ran the whole pitch, man.
Omri ran the whole pitch. Injury.
Which was it that season that Omri scored? No, that one where he picked it over the top and then outside the foot. Was it?
That broke the record. Yeah, it was away. And that year as well, we came fourth, and he was injured the whole season. Got 27 goals in the league.
What about Duncan Ferguson? He's definitely up there. Duncan Ferguson, top 3, top 2 strikers, maybe all time.
Let's talk Wayne Rooney. Let's talk Wayne Rooney.
On Rooney, I'll be here all day.
Nah,
Wayne Rooney, I'll go ahead.
Let's not even.
Wayne Rooney, what a player.
Wayne Rooney, 09-10 was on piss.
Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here.
I'm sick of your disrespect. He's the greatest player to ever touch your club.
Oh, he is.
No, man, Samuel Eto'o.
Nah. They should have retired that team. They should have retired that number, like with Bellingham.
Like Tim Bellingham.
Yeah.
Arteta's your best player.
Arteta, what a go. Him and Tim Cahill, man. That was my childhood, them two boys.
Man, Arteta has been Everton longer than he's been at Arsenal, man. Oh my gosh.
Trust me.
We'll give him time, Sean. He's a club legend.
He's a bigger Everton legend than he is Arsenal legend.
Yeah, he actually is.
He definitely is.
Remember Lescott? Remember Lescott, bro?
Lescott, Rodwell, that whole summer. I remember they all left off our young prospects. Like they all went off to bigger and better things. Man City got the two of them. Like,
oh yeah, Lescott used to banging goals for you as well, man.
He actually did.
Lescott used to get like 5 or 6 a season.
Yeah, no, he was a bit of a beast. Man, we had John Stones scoring goals from centre back as well when he was playing. Like Man City just come in and take all our defenders.
Man, City.
They love our defenders, bro.
City actually raided both your clubs, didn't they?
Man, everyone raided everything. That's just what happens.
City raided ours as well, man.
City got at Arsenal.
It's Gaslight. This is the Reminisce podcast.
And the thing is, like, it's
pandemic ball.
You couldn't even do anything about it. That's the thing. We literally couldn't do anything about it.
Adebayor.
Yeah, well, we could have done something about the Adebayor thing because he actually wanted to stay. But
John, we couldn't.
No, he wanted to stay.
The only reason.
No, listen, bro, listen. He wanted to stay. Adebayor wanted to stay. He said
John's onto something there.
But Wenger did not want him in Arsenal anymore, so then he went. And then now, when he scored that goal against us, he just told us, you know what? I wanted to stay, but fuck you. Did that celebration. Slid.
John, I remember he joined City 3 months later. I saw him doing an AFCON interview in a Arsenal tracksuit. That's when I knew.
That's when you knew.
That's when I knew he never wanted to leave. He never wanted to leave.
He didn't want to leave, man. He didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
They want to leave.
Rooney kissing the United badge after scoring against Everton. Lukaku kissing the United badge after scoring against Everton. Like that's all I've seen all through my years. Players going on to better things and then just kissing the badge in front of it. Why do they hate us so much?
Listen, Sean, I had fun with them edits and I'll have fun with them today as well after this podcast.
Lukaku's going to say that one. Celebrating. Lukaku.
Oh man, the Rooney one as well. I was like, Rooney went on like it was the most heartbreaking decision he ever had to make. It took him 2 seasons for him to be like, fuck Everton. Like his parents are going on. Like I don't give a bollocks. I love United. Like.
That was a Goodison as well, wasn't it? That was a Goodison.
Yeah, it was a Goodison. Oh, of course. That's the only way you can.
They were giving them a
they were giving you Lukaku.
Yeah, they were.
To be fair, like they always get nasty. That's what I love. I love the bitterness.
Are we trying to run our? So we're in the first month of agenda, and I think all of us here have produced an article. And I know Chigo, you wanted to run articles like the Prem Go countdown and stuff like that. But what are we going to run overall?
I think the funniest one was Rabin's top 5 worst Chelsea signings.
Where's the Rabin one on the site?
Yeah, it's
on the Chelsea. It's there. Yeah, it's there. I read it again. I read it.
That guy is just too funny, man.
Let me go through it.
Yeah,
Number
go through
5,
it. Go.
He had
Let's
drink
give you an
water.
example. I'm gonna give you an example of a being woman, right? This guy absolutely hates Drew, right? So like the funniest moment.
He hates
moment,
what?
He hates Drew.
He hates Drew, right?
Oh, I thought he hates-
Right? So I remember.
Juice.
That's going at the edits.
Sevilla against Chelsea, right? Drew scores 4 goals, and Rabin's like, it's still 0-0.
He does that with Mount. He does that with Mount every week. Mount's goal contributions are actually like,
outrageous.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he dismisses it every single week. Like,
Look, he's not here to defend himself.
Agenda over everything, man.
Yeah, he's not here to defend himself.
he couldn't defend himself on Twitter that night either.
Man didn't know what he
Himself
has.
on Twitter that night either.
In his
Well,
way,
that's it,
Tony.
man. They have unrealistic expectations of live Chelsea fans because they've all these flashy players. Give us just one of them, man. Giroud, give us Mason
Bro,
Mount.
exactly, man.
They'd be club legends, bro. They'd be club
Trust,
legends
man.
forever.
If you haven't
listen.
gathered anything from this podcast, Sean is starving as an Everton fan. This
I
man
have.
is starving as an
damn
Everton
bad,
fan.
We're
Yeah, bad,
Everton
especially
right
now. I think we're 8th at the moment. Decore's injured now. Tom Davies injured. Ben Godfrey's injured.
James is changing his life.
James is injured every second game. So yeah, it's not
Who's your best player? Who's your best Everton player, bro? For this season, anyways. Who's your best player?
This season?
Yeah, this season.
Ben Godfrey has been unbelievable. He's never had a bad game at the back. Like he's given it all every game he's played. But
He's been good.
He's-
season, yeah,
he's-
he's-
goals,
You've
no.
had him across the back line, haven't you?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
played with
literally
everything.
everywhere.
Like
I
sometimes
can play
CDM.
anywhere. I can play in right back. He can play in left back,
Yeah.
in center back.
Yeah, he's so
good,
fast as well.
Rio loves him. He keeps trying to get United to go for him. He's always talking to him. No, he seems good.
But he's pacey, yeah. He's pacey.
Yeah, he's very quick,
Yeah.
man. It's not like, he's
Yeah.
runs strong as well, you know. that
Yeah.
Strong run.
Knocking into lads, like knocks them right off.
Yeah, literally, boom.
Unbelievable.
I remember against
yeah.
Arsenal, I was like, yo, he gave who was it? I think it was Maitland-Niles. He gave Maitland-Niles a horrid time. bro.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah,
challenge,
it's horrid time.
Let me try to bring it back to the articles because we love to go off.
Yeah.
Mad tangents, man. Mad tangents.
So at number 5, Rabin had drink water. I think that's fair. That was like he's done nothing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Drinkwater hasn't done
You know
anything.
what? He should be number 1, you know. He should be number 1.
Because he's
so.
been on a dirty wage, hasn't he? The past couple of years, like 130.
Yeah.
Still there?
Yeah, he was
on a dirty wage.
More than that, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
his most iconic moment with the Chelsea shirt is getting sent off in a under 23 game.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, literally.
But-
I think
but
it was for a fire or something.
That's what warranted him that wage. He came off the back of being a Premier League
League
champion.
winner.
Yeah, being a league winner. But
Because he got carried. Because he
he
got
was
carried.
very,
in the field.
yeah, why can't they? But that's what they thought that dynamic would be good again, putting them. But like
No, wait. Who signed him?
That's
Conte.
Conte.
Yeah, that was
written all
Conte.
over.
But
Conte.
that's the definition of you get all this slack cut off you. You get this leeway when you're not a top 4 team. And then he goes to because we were all like, oh yeah. Drinkwater's a hustler.
Mm-hmm.
But then he goes to
Yeah.
Chelsea and he's this like starting player.
Loser.
Like, he's
He's like, oh yeah.
no limits. Yeah.
Play ball now.
Yeah.
He's basically Drinkwater himself.
Yeah.
His name is
Yeah,
he's
man.
playing like his name.
Yeah, man.
At 4, he had Morata. I think fair again. I think these guys gave him too much slack for this. I think he did okay.
Nah,
No.
he wasn't good, man. Do you know for Chelsea?
Nah.
Chelsea won.
Nah, these Chelsea
Chelsea
fans gave him stick. These Chelsea fans gave him stick, man. They want him gone because he said he loves his wife more than he loves his job.
Oh, they wanted him gone because he went back to 29
They
the
want
next
him gone
season.
because he said,
And he
I love
says,
my
yeah,
wife
it's for
more
my
than I love my
kids.
job.
Remember he
That's
dyed his hair red for
Beta
United.
mentality.
He dyed his hair red to go United.
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
number 9 in it, and then he went 29 in it. He changed
Yeah.
his number. Did you say? Is it?
Yeah, he changed his
What?
number for the birth of his kids. Yeah, they call him moist for that.
That is moist.
They call him moist for that. Nah,
moist.
look at John moving like Roy Keane on the podcast again.
That's moist. Yeah, it's moist. That's moist.
Why?
9 is a good number, bro. All of us here, if you get a 9.
But
it's
why would he
privilege.
care about 9 over the birth of his kids? That's the greatest thing he
Bro.
can have in his life. Not number 9.
Yeah,
sure.
give the kid number 29, whoever's 29. You're number 9, bro. Number 9.
Get the kid a jersey with 29 in the back.
pause,
Yeah,
man.
give the kid his. Flipping out, blood. He
Nah,
changed it as
John,
well.
you're bugging out, man. Nah. It's the kids. It's the
Man,
kids.
Bro,
already.
number 9,
Like,
number
if I'm
9 is the
number
most
9 for
prestigious
Chelsea-
number, man.
Yeah, man.
Nah, man.
If I'm number 9 for Chelsea, I'm holding that with. Bro, do you know how hard it is to get those numbers anyways? This is why football is nowadays, man. They don't give a shit, bro. They don't give a shit, man.
The one game I remember.
John's gonna shout at his kids on
Morata
Sunday League. I just
is,
know.
the one game I remember from Morata is a John. I think you remember it was the Capital Cup
Arsenal game.
Yeah, man, this guy missed
He was
so
shit.
many
Missed
chances. This guy
There's so many
everything.
chances.
This guy
Yeah, I
couldn't hit.
picture,
This guy couldn't hit.
picture him shooting or his foot is bent.
He was one-on-one. He was one-on-one. And you
One on one,
couldn't
and
get
this
any
guy
wider.
skied it like I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
skied
God,
it.
this guy's dead. This
That's
guy
when I
is
knew
shot.
Summer. Do you remember
That's
that
when I knew
summer
Chelsea
we
fans
were?
were, yeah, he's gone.
It was Morata and Lukaku up for grabs. And
Yeah,
at
I
one
like I
stage
said-
we got linked with
Oh, yeah,
Morata,
he's got
and then it was
Lukaku.
Chelsea get Lukaku.
Oh, and Lacazette as well. Remember that stage? Over to you, Morata. Over to you.
Nah,
Yeah.
it was Lacazette,
Lacazette as well, yeah,
Everyone was shy.
Lacazette as
Everyone
well.
was shy.
Every single week.
Relief.
Lukaku was alright though. Lukaku was alright. He's the better out of the three still.
I like
Yeah.
Love Legend. Another thing that makes me so sad. Like, look at the players you just listed for Chelsea, who are their best or their worst signings of all time.
Worse,
Like,
and you usually love them, yeah.
Man,
It's
Let me
just walk
chew my
into my
thin
spot,
file
man.
in for Sean on his
oh,
everything.
shut up, man. We're on the Maris, bro. Carlos Army's on the Maris, bro. Give us
He's
yeah,
on the
trust
up,
man. He's on
Someone who
the. They're
could
on
be
the
worse than he could be worse than
On the
you.
roof.
I tell you, man, if Carlo Ancelotti had Spurs' squad, they'd be finishing top 4 this season.
Nah, they
Yeah.
won't. They're shit. They're shit anyways. Don't speak about Spurs, please. Carry on. What's the list?
Yeah, and
Where's the
they
list?
have a dreadful team.
Let me
Still
get
get
what's
better.
Three man.
He had 3 Kepa, another fair one.
Who?
Kepa.
Yeah.
Kepa, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Arrizabalaga, he's been
What
crap,
fingers,
man.
man?
This list was fair. I don't know where this thing came from.
I think it's when we get to Marcus Alonso. Let's give because we all know the reason why Kepa is a flop.
Like I
because
said,
he was
Marcus Alonso was too funny, man.
he was
Bro,
an emergency
Marcus
signing.
Alonso.
Yeah, go to Alonso. Go to the next one because I want to hear this Alonso one.
Yeah.
I had to edit what you put in, or else you would have got shut down.
Oh man,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
original
Yeah.
draft. If people saw the original draft of what he said about Marcus Alonso, Chico sent it to me. I was like, "Nah, Chico, this can't run." I was like, "This
Yeah, you can't
run."
put that up.
Yeah,
can't
it's
put that
Agenda
up.
FC, but this cannot run. Like,
You should be
Good enough.
locked up and in prison.
Do you know what?
Horrible
I
human.
wouldn't even. I wouldn't even have Alonso on top 5 though. Worst signs. He's been alright.
But like
No,
in that season that Conte won the league, this guy was so clutch, man. This guy was scoring goals. Like,
Yeah, he was clutch, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
He was good, man. I wouldn't put him in top 5 still.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the
worst
one he
players.
disagreed with
he-
a lot.
he's been a great servant.
Wait,
Like, when
bro,
you think about
who's been Chelsea's best left back after
Sorry, Mark,
Ashley
see that?
Cole?
him,
Him. So I don't know why
like-
he's in top. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he's-
like-
he shouldn't be there, man.
think about it. They tried getting Emerson to replace him. They couldn't move him out of the squad with Emerson. They've tried getting Chilwell to replace him. They now have 3 left backs, and Tuchel still
Yeah.
prefers Marcus Alonso. So what does that tell you? In his system,
What does that tell you? Exactly.
it's her.
Yeah.
Marcus Alonso is a system player, and like he's actually very good, like in left wing back.
He's
As a
good in a
wing-back,
lot of
he's very
systems.
good at- as a
Though. We've
wing-back.
learned that though. We've learned that.
And he
though.
gets you
He's good in a lot
goals.
of
He gets you
systems.
free kicks.
Yeah.
He gets you free kicks, long range goals. He's decent, man. I don't know why he's in that list. Anyways, who's the others 2?
That was
Emerson and
Alonso
Chilwell.
too, and then number 1, of course, is Willian.
No, I can't. Willie, no,
Willian, man. I wouldn't even put Willian top 5.
nah, Rabin is
Worst
crazy.
signings. He's
Rabin.
but anyways, he's not here to
Crazy.
defend himself.
No, bro. I swear, yeah. Man, the greatest moment with William and Rabin, yeah. Rabin went to go watch Spurs v Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
William scored 2 goals. Like,
He scored 2 goals.
William turned up, man.
Turned up for
Turned
reals.
up. If Rabin wasn't
That was
his only
right
game.
now,
man, he handed his money in the bank performance.
yeah, man. I'd love to
That
ring
would be
Rabin
dope.
for his rationale behind that Willian thing because, like, it's a shame he's in Kurdistan right now and the service is bad because
Yeah,
that is
stress,
nuts.
man.
Like, I just remember that Willian game against Barca. That's pretty much the game that like prompted Barca
That
to
killed him,
bid for
yeah.
him every single window up until he finally joined Arsenal. Like this guy was
Yeah.
on. Like he hit the post about 3 times. He was on some bullshit. And then I found even when Willian used to play against us, man, he'd be dangerous. Like he'd be a problem.
You know,
Yeah, he would, yeah.
Yeah, like No.
But the season before he left Chelsea, like he was carrying them. He was actually carrying Chelsea. Like
Sure,
Well,
remember,
15, 16. Could we argue that Chelsea would have been in a relegation position if it wasn't for William?
possibly.
It could. But look, we
said
don't
it
have any
himself.
Chelsea guys here to back here in it. We don't have any Chelsea guys to back this, but I think he should.
He said it
That's why
himself.
Jordan Money didn't use.
Hazard decided half the games and he decided the other half.
Yeah, I just know Hazard down tools. Hazard down tools.
Yeah, Hazard. Yeah, that guy took a gap year. Like,
Big time, man. Big time.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
He took off.
2 gap years, man, at 2 different clubs.
Oh my God.
2 gap years at 2 different clubs, man.
Yes, literally. If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
let me do one more countdown. I thought Orando's top 5 United worst signings, but that created a lot of stir as well.
Yeah, that's what
Number 5, he had Memphis. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My head was spun when I saw he scored 2 goals. 2 Premier League goals in his term at United.
Oh,
He didn't.
That's
wow.
How many apps do you have at United?
I can't remember how
He
many
didn't play after his first season. Jose had none of them.
Yeah.
Jose, it's
What
a
is it
fun
now?
Europa League game.
He was playing sporadically first season, and then second season he didn't see the light of day.
I think he would have been. I think he'd be good in United now.
He would, yeah. He would.
Oh yeah, it is striker.
He plays that
position.
CF role. Yeah, that's CF
Yeah.
striker role. He plays it well. I think he would have been good now.
He'd have no choice but to be a striker first, yeah, because he's not. Oh, he doesn't have
no
a
winger.
winger for 10 or winger.
You guys
He's not a
need
winger.
strikers. You guys need
He
strikers.
bulked up
You
too
know,
much.
strikers are dead.
When he came
He
to
got,
England.
he got too much. He bulked up way too much, man.
And he's
I'd
got
argue now.
It's good. I like that bulk though. It's like strong now. It's like
Well,
he's not about pace anymore. It's just
couldn't
He
run.
essentially he lost pace. He lost pace.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
You can see first game in the Tottenham game. He was looking stiff. He was looking out of breath. Like he was looking like a bodybuilder.
I
on
was
that pitch,
really
honestly.
disappointed.
yeah.
I thought we were getting a tricky, fast winger, like, and he changed his
Yeah.
whole body and then energy.
Sold you dreams. No. You guys, this guy sold you bad dreams because this guy was banging in free kicks.
He was
banging in free
free kicks as
kicks.
well, yeah.
Sean, he was direct. He was direct.
direct,
He was
yeah,
very direct at PSV. That's the whole thing. It wasn't that we were looking for this tricky winger. It's like that would have been the closest thing we had to like a Ronaldo that was direct, like before.
Yeah.
Like
Just courtside shoot,
before Rashford and Martial emerged, because yeah, the point was supposed to have been a marquee signing that season, and then Martial came in. It was the Martial show then for a year.
Speaking of Martial,
Hey, boys, just a quick one of my boys is listening there. Just hope that if you see him in that,
shout out podcast. David Scott,
just give him a call and stuff. Yeah, David Scott.
Yeah,
man.
David
That's the
Scott,
guy there,
man. David Scott, man.
yeah, if anybody has any information, please reach out to any of us on social media.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Pray for him.
But yeah, so who's fourth?
Martial, just as we were speaking about.
Martial.
Martial.
Yeah,
Who wrote this? Who wrote
Orlando
this?
did it. This was ridiculous.
Was it you?
This was
Ronaldo's a bad
who
boy,
wrote
man.
this?
Ronaldo's a bad boy.
Who wrote this? Because someone-
Martial fourth.
And
Because-
Aranda has so many United guys after him, man. Especially when he has a little beef with Sam. Oh, Sam's too funny as well, man.
No, because Martial has made it so divisive the United fan base as a whole. Because on one side you'd have him in the worst signings of all time. But then you
I
have
don't
him.
think so.
No, I'm not saying I do.
Yeah.
From
Some of
other
them,
people.
yeah. Sorry.
But then you'd have him in the best United team this decade, and you couldn't argue it on the wing. Like I saw him there on the left. What's there to argue about that?
Man, his first season was phenomenal.
I agree.
His first season was
agree.
explosive, and then he was
The last
consistent.
season, him and his bubble ball last year. So
Bubble ball last year, bubble ball.
I think when United ask for too much out of a player, it just breaks their confidence. Because I remember when he came here, boom, no one expected anything, and he was just. And then they played Sunderland or Southampton, he was banging again. And that number
Van
9,
Dijk.
the jerseys, boom,
Everyone was saying, like,
as well.
Like everyone
And then
said he was ice cold for the net. But like Martial was his first season, this guy was ice cold with the net, like he was
Ice
finishing
cold.
everything.
But then after that, they start expecting him to be this guy, and then that's when you break players.
You have to
It's the
add
same
in
with Rashford.
You have to add in Jose tax. You have to.
Watch it,
Yeah,
bro, like,
Jose tax.
when
Yeah, Jose
when your two
tax,
guys are like David and Chico, like for you, yeah. What do you think is his best position, on the left or up front?
See, we don't know.
I don't think
We don't know.
I don't
We
think
don't know.
he doesn't
We
have the
don't
pace
know.
anymore. I think he has to be up front now. He doesn't have the pace anymore.
I'll
even
personally say,
positioning wise, he's not even.
John, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
He's the epitome of bad coaching.
I
Bad
totally
coaching.
Yeah.
I say this all the time.
Nah,
Because
that season where Ibra came and he's like, yo, I want that number 9 guy.
Yeah.
Give him that number 9. And his confidence just went like,
But Sean,
Yeah,
it was his
exactly.
brand.
Exactly,
M9 was his
exactly,
brand too.
yeah, I know it was his brand. I know.
Yeah.
But like,
And then to go,
that
oh, no,
was
you're
a
M11
Nike signing,
now.
innit?
But
And that was
the
after
Louis
his
Van Gaal
debut
season, the Louis Van Gaal season, first half of the season we play him striker. Second season we start kind of deploying him out to the wing.
Boom wide.
Yeah, and then Jose comes in when that's the period we should decide if we're going to coach him to be an inverted winger or a striker. Jose comes in, makes him an outright winger for 2 seasons or whatever, however long. And then Ollie comes in, puts him back as a 9.
Puts him back on the left, yeah.
Like,
And
how are you supposed to?
It's the same with Rashford as well.
Rashford,
But they're doing it with Greenwood too. They're doing it
Rashford
with
is able
Greenwood as
to,
well.
like Rashford isn't a striker. He's kind of shown that he was able to overcome it, but Martial.
See, I'm not worried about Rashford.
You could train him to be. You can see he has striker traits. That's the thing with Martial. You can see they have striker traits. They just need that training, and I don't, like Dave said, I don't think they're getting that training, bro.
Realistically,
they're doing it with Greenwood as well. Greenwood, you can't keep pushing these strikers out. You need a striker now. You need a striker. Even when Cavani, they brought him in, they're still not even playing him. So what are you gonna do now?
They're coaching Greenwood out of being a striker, and I think they will. I think they're like, I'm afraid they'll do the same thing with Hugo and McNeil or whatever strikers come through in the future.
Someone that comes through, exactly.
They're coaching.
But then again, bro, that's not even a United thing. I think it's a generational thing. They're gonna start kicking strikers away, bro. Remember you said about City? They don't even play with Gabriel, Jesus, and Aguero. Yeah, I think strikers are gonna start going, bro.
It's the inside forward era. All the
it's that inside forward thing. It's now wingers now that you're goal getters.
Yeah, I never thought.
You know what I mean?
That. I think Haaland's gonna run it back though.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. I think
Haaland for the culture has to run it back.
He has to because
I miss pure number 9s, man. I miss them. Like
there's not that many anymore, bro. And I hope Haaland brings it back because I'm starting to see too many of this CF thing for Mino players, and it might work for Liverpool, but it won't work for others. And it's getting where this is why Bruno and them man get mad goals now because it's up to them to start scoring now, and you don't want midfielders to be scoring goals for you, bro.
Nah,
that's very my opinion, anyways, man.
It's very concerning. I think they need to up the movement and stuff.
Let me get back to the list. He had
Mick. Go back to the list.
You guys experienced Mkhitaryan as well. What did you think of him?
To be honest, okay, yeah. With Mkhitaryan, right? That was probably one of the worst transfer deals I've ever seen in my life. That Alexis and Mkhitaryan, that was the worst deal I've ever seen. Like there wasn't really any winner in that, but there wasn't. No one wanted that. No one wanted that. But he did have a few games in an Asher shirt where like he showed like his Dortmund days when it was Dortmund.
Yeah.
He did the same for us too.
He did.
I know. He's got like I think his best ever game was against
Everton.
Dortmund. I think against Dortmund.
Everton as well. Yeah, Bournemouth as well and Everton. Yeah,
I think he got like 3 assists or he got like 2 goals and like we didn't talk. I don't know. He hit that Mazzolini in that game.
For us, like he'd have a 1 out of 10 and he'd have like 2 assists. It was just he was so bad. And
his best game was Spurs though for us, or the Scorpion kick goal against against Sunderland or whatever, or Stoke, I think. But I
don't disagree with that though. I don't disagree. He should be there.
You don't disagree?
Yeah, he was very bad.
I don't know. There wasn't enough closure with Mkhitaryan because it all happened so quick. Like we found out we were in for Sanchez and we needed some sort of bargaining chip. So he said, right, Mkhitaryan. They've been crying out for it. Because there's still that sort of absence of Ozil at the time. So they needed another 10 there, Arsenal. So
I don't think he even wanted to go.
Bargaining chip.
I don't think so either.
I don't think we got enough closure with the Mkhitaryan thing. Like, because I remember, what season would that have been? The 17-18 season. He actually played all right. He kind of started coming into his own. I remember him in the West Ham game and the Swansea game. Yeah. He went off in the Swansea game. And then he was decent, like, you know.
He's killing at Roma. He's killing at Roma now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he is. He actually is doing well. Is that Swansea game where Pogba scored that goal?
Pogba. Yeah. We went.
He played well.
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, he should be in that list. It's a bad signing, man. It's not a good signing.
Yeah,
He should be in that
what he
list.
was brought in to do, like, I think.
Yeah. Dortmund, he was sick though. He was good, so you man were expecting him to do better, and he didn't. So he deserves to be in that list.
I think it was
And
the
then
first
number
Swedish
two.
Bundesliga attacks.
No, yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, true.
Which I completely agree with.
Kagawa and then Mkhitaryan, yeah.
Fred.
Who's number 2? Fred.
He can't pass. He can't shoot. He can't tackle.
How much did you buy him for?
52 million pounds. Look at the
Haggle.
face.
Apparently, we haggled Shakhtar too. That was a haggle on Shakhtar, apparently.
Yeah, and you know what? Apparently, he was meant to buy someone else. Someone said he should have bought someone else that was better for Shakhtar. I've heard it anyway.
There could have been anybody.
Yeah, Fabinho. It was Fabinho. They were saying we should have went in for Fabinho.
Fabinho was Fabinho. Yeah,
Fabinho.
They went for 50 million for Fred when they could have went for there was better players.
City tricked us, man.
He's getting better though.
No,
he's getting better though.
No,
Johnny's
regressed. No, because when he came, he was short. Then he got there was a period where he was all right.
Oh yeah, he was.
He was. There was a period where he was solid a bit. I think it was when lockdown.
I was going to say, but it was actually from January even.
It was January too.
It was from January that year, and then it went into lockdown form still. And I remember against Bruges,
he's still good.
Great. Yeah. No, he's regressed since then, man. Hugely.
I can't stand the guy.
Like, who's asking to do who's asking to do a job he's not supposed to be doing anyway?
Exactly. That's
what job can he do?
Do you know he has a strike on him? Why would you not play him a bit advanced?
He has a strike.
I think he has.
John, are we watching the same game?
All right, I don't know, but I've been watching him against Arsenal. He's had 2-3 good shots against us here, and I've been like, ooh, nearly scored. Please,
listen.
No,
he's a Zumba coach. He's there for energy levels and tempo. He's a dancing coach. He's a dick. He's a dancing coach.
If he's had like a proper DM, right?
Yeah, proper DM.
If you said like a proper DM, yeah, and you played him beside Fred, would you think Fred would excel then?
No, he can't pass.
No, it's still be dirt.
No, he can't pass. He can't do anything, man. Like if he had one thing, I'd be like, he has nothing. All he has is energy, useless energy. It's chaos in the field.
To be fair though, I think he breaks a press sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
He does. Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
Well, like I said, he deserves to be in that list.
What about this though? Remember when he was linked with to a City? Yeah, if he actually had to City, yeah, do you think
Pep would have been able to
do well?
Nah,
maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Fernandinho's there. He's Brazilian. Maybe.
Pep has a few goals. I think he would have been another one.
I think Man City would have actually made an inquest, unlike us, because we're
Remember
we won't take Shakhtar to court over this, man.
Remember somebody lost their job, but Pepe signed. I need that.
I need that with Fred.
We're not talking about Pepe here.
What Pepe? Pepe.
We're talking about United's worst time. We're talking about Pepe here, man.
I think Fred is worse to us than what Pepe was to use.
Easily.
No. It's not.
Easily.
Pepe has attributes.
Easily.
No, sorry. Yes, he is. Sorry, I didn't listen to that properly. Yeah. He is. Yeah. Sorry.
How is he?
I didn't hear that properly.
Nearly any Arsenal game I watch, Pepe turn up. Pepe turns up.
Are you trying? I know you don't rate Pepe.
I do rate him.
So what one?
No, I'm saying like Pepe has attributes. Fred doesn't.
Yeah, you misunderstood. No, we said that.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's what we said. I must have worded that weird. Pepe was better to Arsenal than what Fred's been to us. Yeah, the ones that did the inquest and we didn't. So there you have it.
Something to be proud of, anyway.
There you have it.
Let me get to the list now before we close this out. Number 1, I think is pretty obvious. Alexis. Not only do we think he butchered the wage structure, he made other players want more. He did nothing. We had to pay him to leave. It's actually one of the worst deals.
It could have got very bad if he was there 5 more months, man. It could have went very bad.
Wait, hold on a second. Is this just this term, or is it just all time United worst signings?
Post Fergie.
Because I was going to say Bebe. I was going to be like, Bebe was one of those
league winner, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's a league winner. Go away, really. He didn't. But yeah, Sanchez, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro.
How much was he on?
500. He's on 500k, bro. 500k.
500k.
Yeah.
And that's affecting you.
I think it's why we couldn't get players either.
Your most paid player now is your fucking keeper. Like, how is your goalkeeper your most paid player? Like,
well, you know, the whole thing was De Gea wanted it. He said, put extra 40 on that. Sanchez getting 500 mil. Herrera did the same thing. He said, put extra 20 on that. We didn't want to give Herrera 20, but because to be honest, I kind of agree with Boris standing firm on the Herrera thing. But can you blame Herrera when he sees Sanchez getting 500k?
Yeah.
The whole thing was Herrera wanted 120. They were like, nah, you're getting 100.
All I'm gonna say is on Alexis. Yeah, there's a certain girl. There's a certain
I knew you were gonna say it too.
That like he got involved with her, and then his career went down.
Let's not. I don't want
That's
any.
all I'm gonna say.
I don't want any litigation.
Yeah, just say certain gal. We ain't me and Chan no certain gal.
Go ahead and his career went downhill after that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I actually have a funny Sanchez story.
Nah, I don't know what happens to Sanchez, bro. Because, bro, even that season, I think he left when he was at Arsenal. He was decent. He wasn't his best. But I won't lie. I told a couple of my United mates, yeah. I told them, bro, he won't bang. Like, because he wasn't the best that season at Arsenal, bro. I'm being dead serious. And I
didn't think he'd bang either. Yeah,
I said he won't bang.
I thought he would.
I remember I watched him against West Brom. John, I watched him against West Brom away. I was like, is this who we're hyping? This is like a month before we're about to get. Yeah, I was like, all right.
He loses. He's one of those players as well. He loses the ball a lot. Like he wants to try everything. Like, you know the way Bruno does it as well. They're good when it works out, but if it doesn't, they look bad. I don't know how it went so bad though. Bloody hell. He said when he arrived, he wanted to leave.
Man, that was bullshit, man. Because if he really did,
he said it.
Chico, do you see how he played for us?
We had to pay him to leave. If he really wanted out, we would have. We had to pay him off.
Bro,
would you want to leave if you're on 500k as well, though?
Exactly.
He was over exaggerating how bad it was the first day.
He said he got to the training ground. And I think you guys have one of the oldest training grounds. It's not even updated yet. Man got there and he was like, "Yo, what is this? It's not like Emirates.
You know,
it's not like London there."
I was at the United Stadium and I was doing the tour, and we got into the dressing room and we have like a fridge with all the drinks. And the guy who was giving the tour said they had to alter the fridge to change the direction it opened because Sanchez didn't like the cold air opening on him because he sat beside it.
You're joking.
I swear to God, that's what he told me.
Man, that guy was a wet wipe, man. Honestly,
wet guy,
honestly.
Man.
His dog Instagram page, man. Yeah,
man. Dog shagger. They call him Dog Shagger down in London, bro.
I sent hate to his dogs before, man. The dog page, man. I commented on it. Like,
the dogs are nice, though. I love those dogs, though.
Fuck them stupid dogs, man. You drop a 1 out of 10, they drop his 2 dogs,
like
man.
2 golden retrievers.
Yeah,
the golden retrievers. If I ever get a house, if I ever get married, get a house, golden retriever will be my pets, man. No cap.
Yeah. Nah, I love the golden
retrievers. Dope dogs, man.
Except
right, before we get into dogs podcast, I think we'll probably wrap up for this week.
Yeah, man.
This was great. Oh yeah, RIP Claude.
Yeah, RIP. Well,
RIP Claude, bro.
RIP Claude, man. RIP Claude.
He started it. There's no DT or troops.
Yeah. I think if we give it a quick 2, we should address that, man. Football is not that deep. That became our thing, man. But like these guys that go out of the way to give hate comments or whatever, like I don't get what they're accomplishing out of it because
trust, man.
Yeah,
and it's only
football.
It's mainly like teenagers, like many teenagers now who are giving the abuse. More 9 times out of 10, it's mainly like young adults who are doing it.
Yeah,
this is why I think Twitter should be over 18 for real.
Someone said they should like get. You know the way you sign up to Revenue, you need your passport and stuff. They said if you want to sign on to like social media stuff, you should do that process as well. You know, so
see
everything like people like argue. It's like it's storing like your data and stuff, and so people are gonna be arguing against that. It's like you can't win with that either.
No, but it would stop it. It would start a lot of abuse because someone like me will probably take it, but someone like you will probably you'll probably hurt from it. You know what I mean? So it would stop it a lot, man.
Henry was right. Just get off it, man. Just get off it. It's not going to change.
Well, even he's doing a protest as well. Yeah, exactly. But I just think that I think apps like that aren't for 14-year-olds, man, because they don't know how to. That's what I'm saying. They could just run their mouth on it, no consequences, like.
Literally, man.
And it's just a gag then.
This
player didn't. I'm gonna go put these monkey emojis. It's just like.
Yeah, man.
If you have any issues with that, man, just know as well you could speak to people. You know, there's people there to speak. Don't feel like you're, isolated. You can't speak to anyone. Speak, because it can affect a lot of people, bro. I know a lot of people get this is like grab season now, grab years. People just get grabbed left, right, and center. Young Philly got grabbed because he blocked a girl, and now he's getting grabbed.
And they grabbed unknown T because he was clapped. Like that's what I'm saying. Like,
bro.
People are gonna say shit regardless. Like people are gonna say shit.
It's actually so funny. Like they grabbed Dave because
there wasn't not that many black girls there.
There wasn't any black women in his pictures, and they grabbed unknown T because
he was
good looking, clapped to be dating a
good looking girl.
So what we're getting is people say shit regardless, like, and like
literally.
That's why. Don't seek any validation from online. Don't do your own thing.
Twitter is just toxic. Twitter is just toxic. Twitter, Instagram, they're all toxic apps. Like
everywhere is toxic, bro. Everywhere is toxic, man.
Any podcast I do is off for my own vibes. I don't do it for that sort of validation. You know what I mean? It's for us to have fun and like show different facets to the page, but like we're not here looking for some guidance or feedback off online because if this thing popped off, you're gonna get hate.
You're gonna get a lot of hate.
So people are just gonna say it unwarranted regardless. So just that's my piece.
Yeah, well said, bro. Well said, man. Well said. Yeah. It's online abusing thing. Boy.
Yeah.
It's deep. It goes deep. It goes deep, man. Like Henri said, if you just get off it, man. Just get off it. If you don't like it, just get off it, bro. It's the only way.
Really